Now, the US President, Donald Trump, says he wants every American infected with COVID-19 to get access to the same drugs he did. In a social media video, Mr. Trump says he feels perfect and has credited the therapeutics he'd been taking for his quick recovery. I'm now joined by Director of the Hudson Institute for Medical Research, Professor Elizabeth Hartland. Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you.
The US President is keen to show himself as a success story of one of the treatments in particular, the antibody treatment Regeneron. Can you refresh us on exactly what the treatment is and how it works?
Yeah, sure. So it's actually known as an immunotherapy, and that means that it's based on antibodies that have been made in the lab, and these bind to the surface of the virus, and they're designed in a way to block the ability of the virus to attach to human cells and get inside and multiply. So what happens with this therapy is that it's meant to reduce the viral load in the body and also reduce symptoms.
And so is it possible that this treatment is why the President, according to his physician Sean Conley, has detectable levels now of COVID antibodies in his blood?
Well, this therapy is the kind of therapy that doesn't last in the body, so it won't protect the President from reinfection. Only his own immune system can do that. So if he has been infected with the virus, then his own immune system will be making those antibodies, and that's really the only way to give long-lasting protection.
How does that square then with the President's own claims that he's recovered from coronavirus and may even be immune?
Well, it's really too early to say that. As you mentioned, he's been receiving a number of therapies, so it's impossible to attribute his recovery to any one of those. And this experimental antibody therapy that he's received is just that. It's experimental. It hasn't been rigorously tested in clinical trials involving large numbers of people, and these are really important for any new medicine to show that it's actually effective. And it also...
Have there been any trials?
There has been a small trial of 275 people, I think, and these were people with an average age of 44, so younger than Mr. Trump, and people from different backgrounds. But really that's more or less a safety trial. They did note some reduction in viral load and also symptoms, but this also hasn't been peer-reviewed, this study.
And so what are your thoughts?
It's really too early to say.
What are your thoughts then on the President's statement this morning when he said he's now seeking emergency use authorisation to roll out this treatment for other Americans who are ill in hospital with coronavirus?
Well, the people receiving that treatment, if they do, need to be aware that it's still very experimental and it hasn't been properly tested to show that it's effective. It's shown some safety. The dosages haven't really been worked out properly yet, and we don't know until we test it in a large group of people whether there'll be any side effects. So it's really premature to be rolling this out at any scale.
Professor Elizabeth Hartland, terrific to speak to you. Thank you.
Thank you.